Okay. Any questions about that? Real basic. While you're thinking, I'm going to go back into my cylinder 3D. Go back here to my initialize. And in this case, I want to create those 3 4-plate cylinders that just have a little bit of thickness. So I'm going to say, in this case, Z size is quite dramatically reduced. I'm going to say it has a little hole in the center. Yeah. And now I'm going to adjust the H division and the V division, vertical, horizontal. So you can keep this relatively high. It's not a big deal, but this vertical division can go pretty far. I think 10's fine. Taper the top. No, let's not do that. Okay, and then now we don't need to make this a polymesh. We just go to our object and we append it. Append, select this guy, and there you go. Come into it, go to deformation, size, make sure X, Y, and Z are on, and there you go. Go a little bit higher. And we're going to move, drag out our line, press Shift, click the center dot, move it kind of towards the front, and then we're in move. We're going to press Shift and Control and move out that second piece. Just looking at the diagrams again. Okay, and again, Control Shift the center dot, moving that back, and then Control Shift that center dot and moving that way back. But now with this guy, I need to expand him. And one thing that you may or may not have noticed, as I was dragging this out, these guys were completely untouched, and that's because it has a mask on, but view mask is off. So you actually don't see that mask. That could definitely be a little bit on the confusing side. Okay. Now, do we want to make any alterations to this? I'm going to go back to draw. Let's go into symmetry, X, let's go into radial. I think we got to go Z, yeah. And what I'm thinking is I'd like a little bump. So what I need is that to pull down, that to pull down, and that to pull down. Things become a little problematic. Let's go into move. Not quite doing what I want. So if we divide this, we'll start to get something that you can kind of live with. But this isn't really the best way to do it. You'd want to create a form first. So let's leave it like this, and then we'll just get more complex as we go. Now, we've kind of messed up here, right? I mean, we've got, you can see right there, it's covering that. So how are we going to get around this? What is our option for it? Our cylinders are hollowed, but it's not, we need to cut that out some way so we can see through there. Any suggestions, guys? I'm going to turn my masking off. And also this will probably reveal, we can either keep these guys or we're going to have to duplicate it again, depending on how far you want that to be visible. Now remember, this adds polygon count. So let's turn radial off, Z back on. Okay, I'm going to show this guy, so I need to auto group, Control Shift click. I can go into solo mode, but I need this.